if it comes back. And I think the other teams might have, felt kind of the same. Bikers guys, they've got some fast finishers. Legion has a number of ways they can win the race, so 1 out of 8 for them isn't really great odds, I think.
Okay, so odds playing not in their favor. So in your instance, what does your team try to do? They try to reset and counter that, or... Yeah,
I think we definitely thought our best shot of success would have been the breakaway. So Kyle was up there trying to get into some of the next counter moves. So I think we were just hoping that one of those would stick, because we're first entrants. We've been around for a little while, but we're still coming together as a group this year, and we got some guys who haven't done this race before. So trying to expect Tulsa Tough novices to just put it together for a lead out at the finish, it's just not reality.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, you saw that move, and you knew you had the horsepower. I understand you were definitely in a tricky position. I think post-reflection, you have some hindsight. Would you do it different? Would you fully commit to that move to get it established and then figure out how to make something out of 1 out of 8, even with fatigue in your legs? But it's, you versus 7 versus it, playing out how it did.
Real quick before we jump into that, so we got our pro women's podium coming up real quick, and so we want to let that play out, because we want Riley and Kendall and Alexis to get their time here.
And showing she had the fastest legs on the day, please welcome to the top step your Siniska cycling rider, Alexis Magner. Your top 3, Magner, Ryan, and McMullen. Alexis now being presented with your winner's jersey from day number 2 of the St. Francis Health System. Once again, the celebration continues with our top 3. Also, as all of our winners do, Kuro Athletic Sunglasses. A sporty look and keeping them protective on the way. Now being presented also, our official sponsor, FC Tulsa. Getting ready to spray the champagne. Part of the celebration here at Tulsa for our winner.
Looks like those are cool.
Race number 2, part of the FC Tulsa Arts District. The Tulsa
They're putting them on.
Roughnecks.
Let's go.
Being presented with our soccer jerseys.
Oh, this is the FC jerseys.
That's right.
Yep. Oklahoma's premier professional soccer team playing in the USL.
That thing's sweet. Where do we go?
Put it on backwards. All right, this is the FC Tulsa jerseys. FC Tulsa is the soccer pro soccer team here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So in the FC Tulsa night, they are awarded soccer jerseys on the podium, at least for a little bit.
One rider will remain on the top step as we have a changing of the lead. Your brand new leader overall here at Tulsa Tough. Please welcome, putting on the leader's jersey, Alexis Magner.
And so going with second last night, a win tonight, she gets herself the leader's jersey going into day number 3. We had Alexis in the booth earlier on talking about that and some of her strategies. So go back in the YouTube feed and check that out. She had some great insights when we had her in the booth early on in the men's race.
So Aaron, going back to that question, post-race reflection, going all in to make that move stick, kind of regardless of what the things you know, the dynamic there, but for your team and you as a rider making that happen.
You know, maybe it would have been smarter to, you know, just keep driving it harder. I'd keep an eye on my speed going up the hill, and I think I took a pull at one point, you know, from the bottom to the top, rolling like 28, and the next lap around, whoever else was pulling was going like 24.
Yep.
So it's hard to think that even if I went all in, it would have stayed away. I don't know who was pulling behind, but it seemed like whenever they started pulling, it came back pretty quick. So
all right, we have our pro men's podium now up, and starting off with Brody McDonald officially being scored in third.
Welcome to the podium, Danny Summerhill. And your men's champion tonight, the reigning German national champion and overall leader of Tulsa Tough, running for DCC. Give it up for Dario Rouse.
So German national champion Dario Raps on the top step. Danny Summerhill finding himself in second place here. He's won this race before, so a little bittersweet to be on the second step tonight, yet still a solid result for our man from Colorado. And then Brody McDonald, definitely coming up through. He has been racing for a long time, actually, so nice to see him start to find podium steps at the Super Bowl of Criterium Racing here in St. Francis Tulsa Tough. This is your top three for today. And Dario getting the winner's jersey, the sunglasses, and then Danny and Brody. We're then going to present them with their champagne sprays. He's quite good at this. That's why we back the cameras up. Yeah, we have to back way out because we don't want our fancy camera to get soaked up. Look. And we're going to have our FC Tulsa jerseys presented next. Big thanks to FC Tulsa soccer team for their support here for our second day of racing at the St. Francis Tulsa Tough.
And get ready for Crybaby Hill tomorrow. There you go, one more time.
And so one more time, they've got the FC Tulsa jerseys holding those things up. Big thanks again. Love those graphics on those. Daniel wants one.
Of course. I was Summerhill treated me to a previous year's version.
Thanks for being here. Tulsa, you guys are awesome. You got a great thing going here, and we cannot wait to see you on Crybaby Hill tomorrow.
So Dario Raps now getting his Omnium jersey. So the pink jersey is Omnium, blue jersey is the stage. And so that distinction being made. Dario wore the Omnium leader's jersey today in the race, and he will continue to wear that into tomorrow as the 2-for-2 winner in the St. Francis Tulsa Tough standings. Such an excitement from this young man. I love to see it. If he takes Crybaby Hill, I saw some comments on the YouTube, he will never have to buy himself a beer in Germany ever again. I love to see that.
And I think maybe the only male that would have taken 3-for-3
Wow.
as well at Tulsa Tough.
You never did it?
I could never tame Crybaby Hill.
Yeah. All right, this is our last lap here.